And welcome back. That's right, I finally figured out how to fix the voice problem, so let's have a look here. Okay. We have the power. We do have the power.
Ready for orders.
There we go, sorry, just couldn't hear anything. So, we're gonna end this turn. As you can see, I haven't seen it in a while, so I need to look around. So, the tulluig will advance. I think Caesar might have marched down to meet him, but it's troubling. Well, they do have really low quality units, so supposing it won't hurt. So I'll see you on the battlefield as we teach Gauls. Numbers don't mean squat. And welcome to this beautiful. Come on, beautiful. There we go. Beautiful day in the Alps. So you see here we have our reinforcements. Sadly enough, the enemy's coming. And they're bringing a lot of their own weaponry. So we'll use the advantage of an open field. So the main reason why I'm launching this attack is to keep the tulluig off Brutus's army. Even though I haven't played this campaign in a long time, I do believe that was the idea. And plus, this will help the episode. So we'll keep our forces back here and just bombard, really, central fortress area. So,
Our reinforcements have arrived.
okay, thank you. So hopefully we should be in range. Appears the onagers have less range. Yeah. So, we're gonna have to take the front rank up. In the meantime, though, we do have reinforcements. But we'll just put them over here. So, looks like they got less decent troops, but there's more of them. So, we'll just use them as a blocking detachment. I mean, like, just to block off their reinforcements. Does look rather troubling. So, our catapults should be able to do a decent amount of damage. So there's no point in breaking the walls, even. We use explosive rounds. You know, we are taking out very large amounts of them. And you can see that the catapults just rain in explosives. So, hold on for a second. Just had to lower the quality for a bit. Should run a lot more smoother. Wow. Once I pause it again. Okay, let's try it now. Yeah, there we go. So you can see here that the enemy clearly wants us to advance. Well, if they wanted us to advance, they would have stayed inside a fortress. Pretty dumb move on their part. I think our shots would be more accurate if we were hitting front ranks. In the meantime, our other force is due to arrive momentarily. So I'll give word to this flanking force to start threatening them. So I'll separate up. Like, I'll send the detachment of cavalry to meet up with the other one from the city and just try and slow down, because they're obviously waiting on their friends. Can't really blame them for that, so we'll fight them in the openings then.
One of our units has used
I'll
all
just
its
send them
ammunition.
off. So our artillery is starting to use up its ammunition, which is very troublesome, because now we're actually going to have to engage them. They don't seem intent on moving anytime soon, so I might be able to add my marksmanship. Here we go. That looks about right. Is that a cow? Yep. That's a cow. Gotta feel sorry for that one guy. Let's try over there. No, did I overshoot? Yeah, I overshot. Oh well, I'll leave it to professionals.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Hellfire is not the term I would use.
Light horse!
So they do seem intent on gathering up troops before advancing. I can't really blame them for that. But they do lack quality Roman tactics. So we do know that they have a number of slingers, which will be problematic. So we'll advance. Use the Celts on the flanks as cav. And then use the skirmishers to pick off really good units. No, you're... Okay, stop. Form the testudo. Now you have my permission to advance. I don't know why it's lagging so much. I am terribly sorry. I am terribly sorry. That should hopefully be it now. There we go. That's looking a lot better. No, it doesn't look a lot better, but 7 medley. So I will try and complete the Hannibal campaign. I'll try and push through these ones because I've been neglecting. So don't be surprised if you just see this rapidly uploaded. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's doing that today. I think just to be awkward, like I know I'm gonna lose this fight, but I'm gonna make it hard for you, King. So we'll likely just run in. So we have our cav then. So we just attack the front units. You know, just keep them preoccupied once our legionaries launch their own attack. We'll keep Caesar near the front with a few units. So yes, it is a fact that we have engaged the enemy, and our Celtic warriors are superior in every shape and form to short swords. Our legionaries have advanced, they have met the enemy. Our cavalry has also met the enemy. I'm also going to send in a mob, because why not? Cavalry, disengage. I'm only permitting you to stay as long. So we'll just keep doing these attacks on the enemy's vanguard. Prevent them from joining up with the rest of their forces. So I'm going to send in Caesar's heavy cav in the center.
Our general is under attack.
I know, I'm the one that put him there. Yikes. So it appears that we have the advantage for now. I'm running in Caesar to the center to remind his men the loyalty to the 10th. Battle rhythm. Can't really blame him for retreating though.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful.
So it appears that the enemy have learned their lesson. We do have some legionaries, and I'm going to pull them back because losing legionaries is pretty costly. I'm going to move these guys there, move these guys to flank them. Actually, these guys can go and meet the Oathsworn in battle. One unit of legionaries may not be enough, but 2 is more than enough. So they do have a matter of fact. are engaging us. I see the littlest legion unit, so I'll move them back. Actually, they're not littlest. So they do appear to be on the retreat, thank goodness. So I'll move Caesar over there. Might have been a better idea to keep the cab up here. So they do seem intent on retreating to their damn fort. So I will give word for the cavalry to engage. So I think we're just going to reform up with what remains of Caesar's men. Just pull back from the fortress and let the new army get in position and carry on that attack. Because there's no point in wasting a permanent force when you have this force available to you. You know? So they'll run over, I'll let them rest up. You know?
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
So the computer must be using this lag against me. Try and cover its retreat. So you can see here that they've been spread out. We split them up, but we did take heavy casualties in the process. And you can also see a number of units have suffered very heavy casualties also. And those towers are just going to rip through us. So it also does appear that they're keeping a good section of their army outside.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Caesar's getting a bit overzealous.
Our
So
general has sustained a terrible injury, but he will live.
So Caesar's cavalry is now disposable. His legionaries won't be harmed by it because they're disciplined, but they have suffered heavy casualties, which in a way is a good thing. I don't honestly know why it's doing this lag. I mean, like, seriously. So Caesar's calves now disposable, and they're forming up at the gates like cowards. Basically, they know this is their last stand. They don't have good units to hold the line with. They've lost nearly all their oathsworn, if not all of it. Yeah, no, they still have a unit, but they're in a shield wall. They've lost the majority of their slingers. We still have javelin men. They do have towers. Don't get me wrong, towers are mean. But, so Caesar's sergeant will take over command for a bit. I'll get these guys to do frenzy charge. This lot can wait. This lot can go in first. Frenzy charge. And boom. Pull out. I said pull out. There's no point in wasting your lives here when... So then we'll charge in again. Another frenzy charge. Before retreating again. As you can see, those slingers are still pretty potent. So they still do have units of slingers kicking about the place. But thankfully our reserve army is being brought to the fore, in which they will learn the true meaning of death soon enough. I mean, like, if I properly wanted to do this and had time to deploy both of these armies, I would have let the reserve army in first before attacking the fortress, because it's been a pretty brutal fight. I mean, like, you can see the Tullugi's main armies have suffered heavily. I mean, like, it's not pretty. Caesar would have done it better than me. But we've also suffered. A few legionaries that survive probably will come out as pretty damn good veterans, hopefully. So you see the tulluig survivors are running off the field. So are the Roman survivors. What remains of the Roman line will, however, need to be reformed to show the enemy that we may have suffered heavy casualties, but we are still a force to be reckoned with. And they will have their own uses. Sadly enough, this unit is wavering pretty badly. Nope, that didn't really help. Right, I will write that down in a notebook sometime, saying whipping your men will not help inspire them. Okay, right, let me think here. So we know for a fact that they've rallied up every man they have left. So it's likely they have oath sworn on this side. So we will have to use our javelin men, soften up the oath sworn, keep them softened because they're pretty tired. So I'll send in. Did the mob already get destroyed? Hold on. Sorry about that. Computer knows it's going to lose, but it's not taking it lightly this time around. So, now you are. Okay. So, we got some people. So just throw in a few javelins. We could actually just force our way through with sheer number. Hold on, I need to handle this very quickly. Sorry about that, just need to handle it. Right, in the meantime, it appears that the enemy does not have anyone garrisoning the rear. And so I will give word to our Celtic division of units to run in. Hopefully this does something. So now I'll give word to Caesar's unit to, well, what remains of Caesar's unit to advance. The horsemen will take up position and destroy those slingers. The fresh unit will go in. As you can see, obviously funneling in will be pretty painful for us. But without their precious protection, they're pretty vulnerable. They've opened up their ranks, they're being shot by javelins, and now they're being frenzied by more loyal Gaulish tribesmen. And the fresh detachment of legionaries is now arriving to make matters worse. Caesar's lines are advancing also. They've lost their general. I don't know how they're going to survive, personally. Computer is trying to lag me out of this, but no, not this day. So yeah, our legionaries, it's become pretty brutal here. I'm going to give word for the 2 legionaries to advance on this side, because it'll be more useful. Our cavalry is going through, so this hopefully should force them back. That's a video done, but I'm going to keep it running anyway. So, they don't seem intent on losing the field today. So, as I predicted, they're trying to form up a wall, but we will just run through it. Fair portion of the Romans. So it looks like I will give word for these Romans to run in and just break rank. We have lost our entirety of the cav, so I'll run in Caesar's cav. They're expendable. So our Romans are pushing them back. What remains of the chieftains oathsworn has been defeated. However, the greater portion of this army needs to continue its advance regardless. They will get off formation attack. They need to press, continue even. And you can see that the Gauls, or the Alp tribesmen, or whatever you want to call them, are putting up a pretty heroic defense of their country. I will grant them that respect. Not much else. You can only show so much respect for the enemy. So if we can break through here, then it would just all fall. All the pieces would just fall. See that we are slowly pushing in the Gauls. Those Oathsworn are the main reason how they're holding up. I mean, like, one Oathsworn fighter is capable of doing that. So we'll run in more men. Just keep pressing that attack. Retreat the 2 lowest legionaries. Give word for these legionaries to even break rank. Don't know who that was, but if it was a... yeah, I don't. You can see though that the Gauls are using this as a choke point. You can't tell who's who, so we need to break through somewhere now. Kind of hoping. So the skirmishers, they'll apply pressure, make sure the Gauls can't move any troops anywhere whatsoever. So I want them to attack. By the looks of things, the Gauls have formed multiple shield walls, so they're not going to be easy to crack. But we have opened the gates. So we'll capture the towers, use their towers against them. However, our men do not seem encouraged enough to press on the attack in the center. However, a few of our new fresh Celts from the rear should inspire a thing or two. So yeah, they do have some slingers about the place. A greater part of our Roman force cannot advance into the city, however. But we are now advancing, thankfully. They are starting to flee en masse. It's just not... it's not looking good.
We have captured a tower.
We're starting to use their own towers against them. So, the tulluig have lost today. But it was pretty brutal for both sides.
The battle is turning in our favor.
I mean, like, to be admitting the tulluig did have this perfectly good position to fall back to, and I didn't prepare enough for it. So I'll hunt them down off screen, because seriously, we cannot let this many of them away. So I will see you after I do my hunting. See ya. You see here, it was pretty costly. They barely outnumbered us. We lost a lot of legionaries, but remember the towers did affect us. They had a good fortified position, but now we can safely say the tulluig are wiped out. They just could not afford such losses. We will enslave them to get some more money. Caesar will continue his little advance. Actually, let's see if he can. Fine then. See, spontaneous heart attack, sword to the face. We did lose a lot of legionaries. I do not like auto resolve. So Caesar will have to go back home. Just rest up, keep the place happy, and I will see you next time. As we finally... oh, we didn't actually end the turn. Well, I'll end the turn right now. So the tulluig just got hammered. Basically the Volcari have retreated to their home.
The spirits tell us that we should offer you gold. We do not argue with spirits.
No. Here's the thing.
This option is a
You'll become my client state. You will join my war against all your brethren. Do you understand? So I will see you next time as we teach these men how to fight. See you then.